Alright. So, Vidal, this is your first class. Look there. So, in this class, just wanted you to be aware that when you're in the class, you don't have to worry about taking notes or anything, okay? Because everything that we do, that is getting recorded. So, me and the board is getting recorded, okay? So, you will have the video of the class that you can watch later and make your own notes. While you're in the class, your only job is to participate and practice problems along with me, okay? If there's something not clear to you, don't hesitate, just ask, okay? I'm a very boring teacher who teaches the same thing 4 or 5 times till every child is comfortable, yeah? Alright? Do I look scary with us? No, then that's good. Do not be scared of asking questions. Alright, so let me set the plan for the class today. I see some kids are still missing. So you all might want to wish Janab belated happy Ramadan. Yeah? I hope she had a lot of fun. Okay. So let me just send a reminder to all the kids and we'll get started. Okay. So in the class there are 2 things that we do. On Tuesdays I check the tables, okay? Because tables are the backbone of math. So first I will check tables for everybody, and then today we will learn or we will revise how to deal with fractions, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. And if I see that you guys are very comfortable, then we'll do some word problems related to this, okay? And there's somebody in my neighborhood doing something interesting. I'll close the classroom door so that the disturbance can be minimized. Okay. So let's quickly check tables regularly. We'll start with Ananya. Yeah? Sure? Okay. Table till? Till 12? Okay, let's see. 11 5 here. 9 9 here. 7 9 here. 8 4 here. 7 7 here. Guys, be on mute. Praneet, everybody has to be on mute. Yeah. 49. 12 4 here. 12 7 here. Wonderful. Good job. You did not give me even a single wrong answer, and you did not take a lot of time also. So that is a happy thing for me. Okay. Let's go to Mr. Nandan. Nandan, table till
12.
12 4 here.
48.
5 9 here.
4 9. Wait, 5 9s? 2 5.
2 3 here.
2 2 is 6.
12 8 here.
12 8. 96.
12 7 here.
12 7. 84.
7 9 here.
7 9 63.
8 7 here.
8 7 70. Wait, 56.
Wonderful. Good job. Now, to all the kids online, can you guys see my fingers movement on the entire board or only part of it? Bunny, can you see the full board? Can you see the full board? No? How about it now? Full board? Okay. Alright, so let me go to Mr. Pujit. Pujit, table till? Be quick. We don't have a lot of time to waste. 12. If I say table till, she'll say 12. 11, 9, whatever it is. Don't take a lot of time. 12 6 here.
12 6 or
72. 72. 12 5 is 60. 7 9 is
763.
8 8 is
64.
12 5 is
What?
12 times 5.
12 times 5 is 60.
9 9 is
84.
7 9 is
7 or 63.
12 7 is
12 sevens are
uh-huh.
84.
Good job. Let's go to funny. Funny ready?
Yeah.
Table till
10.
10. 7 5 is
7 5 35.
4 9 is
4 9 36.
7 8 is
56.
9 9 is
81.
8 9 is
72.
Wonderful. Very good. So remember I told you in the last class that you just practice and you will do wonderful, and you did that. So good. I can see that you have been practicing. Good job. Let's go to Mr. Praneeth. Table till
50.
14 9 is
156.
13 7 is
31.
9 9 is
51.
7 6 is
17.
13 8 is
31.
8.
104.
14 9 14 7 is
98.
15 7 is
109.
Wonderful. Let's go to Mr. Vidans. Vidans, unmute yourself, brother. Yeah. So this is your first class, so I have not given you enough time to practice tables. I don't know what all you know. So whatever you know, let's say you know table till 5, 7, 9, 10, whatever you know, it's okay. Today we are starting. So what do you think? You know table till which number?
What?
You know tables, multiplication tables?
Yeah.
Till which number? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How far I can go?
I can go to 1.
5. Okay, let's see. 2 times 5.
10.
3 times 9.
27.
4 times 8.
32.
5 times 7.
31.
6 times 4.
30.
6 times 5 is 30. I was tricking you, but you told me that you know table till 5, and I was just curious to check if you know table beyond 5 also or not. So you told you know table till 5, and you did good job. You did not give me a wrong answer. You did not take a lot of time also. So that's a good news. In the first class itself, whatever you know it right. Okay. So Vidans, what we'll do is in the next class. When I say next class, I'm not talking about next day after tomorrow. I'm talking about next Tuesday. Okay. We'll plan to practice till 6. Okay. In this group, I'm wanting everybody to go up to table till 12 at least. Okay. In next 6 to 8 months. Don't worry about it. We are not in a hurry. By the next Tuesday, I want you to practice table till 6. Okay. Yeah. And that means only 5 minutes every day. I don't ask kids to do a lot of hard work. Okay. A little bit of smart work is enough. Okay. So let's go to Dia. Dia, table till
12.
12 7 jar.
84.
12 9 jar.
108.
7 7 jar.
49.
9 8 jar.
72.
2 9 jar.
18.
9 9 jar.
81.
7 9 jar.
63.
12 7 jar.
84.
Wonderful. Let's go to Miss Janab. Janab, table till 12. 4 9 ja. Hmm? 12 7 ja.
84.
9 9 ja.
81.
7 8 ja.
56.
6 9 ja.
54.
12 8 ja.
96.
Wonderful. Let's go to Miss Sanvi. Sanvi, table till. I could not hear you. Let's see what is going on. Okay, in the meantime, I will go to Ananya. Ananya, table till
11.
11. Okay, 9 8 ja.
72.
7 9 ja.
63.
6 8 ja.
48.
9 7 ja.
63.
6 8 ja.
48.
Wonderful. So Ananya, a target has been changed for you. So I would want you to go to till table of 12. Okay. I did not ask you table of 10 and 11 because these are easy ones, right? I mean, it's like knowing the table of 1 and 2. So next class meeting, by next Tuesday. Sorry, what? I'm saying I want you to practice table of 12 by the next Tuesday. Okay. Yeah. Okay. What happened to Zenav's video? Zenav's video is not visible. I can only see the sofa set. Oh, I can see it now. Okay. Sandy, are you back? Sandy, you are disconnected. So let's see who all in this class knows fractions like magic. Okay. Ananya knows like magic. Pujit, no, just raise your hand. We are not starting a new discussion. Okay. Anika, sorry, Ananya. Anika, that's where. So I have 3 Anikas and 3 Ananyas also in the class. Okay. Sorry, see Ananya, you were saying something. You're not good at multiplying and dividing, you think? Oh, those are the easy ones. Okay, we'll figure it out, don't worry about it. So, Zainab, you want to say something? Okay. So, what I want to do is, I want to first check how comfortable you guys are. When I say you guys, mean everybody in the class, including Vedant also. With fraction, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. And if I see that everybody is comfortable, then we'll try doing some word problems. If possible today, if not in the next class. Okay? I want you guys to find fractions like regular numbers that we find. So let me go to Vedant. So Vedant, have you dealt with fractions before? Do you know what is fractions?
Fractions is like two numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like 2/4.
Okay. 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 Good. At least you know how to start. Sanvi, are you able to hear me okay better now? Yeah, I can hear you too. Okay. Wonderful. It's working now. So Sanvi, let's quickly check your tables and then we'll start with the fractions. Table till Sanvi, table till 12, 7, 8 ja. Your voice is not coming through. Maybe come a little closer to the mic so that I can hear you better. Find out where the laptop's mic is. Yeah. Yeah, I'll try being little louder for me. Okay, so 7 8 you said how much? Seven 8 56. Yeah, 9 8 72. 6 9 Could not hear you. 54, yeah. 12 6 12 9 It came 108. Yep, good job. So a little bit of difficulty in hearing you, but I could hear and I can see that you have memorized tables well. Now let's start with fractions. And I will say something which will sound very stupid to begin with because many of you know about it. But let's start with the most basic way of looking at what is a fraction. Let's say, what is the number that you see on the table and on the board? 1. Divide by 2. This is a fraction. Now, if you want to visualize this, let's say this was a potato or a pizza. You divided this among 2 people. Everybody gets half of it. This half, the same thing. 1 is divided into 2. Similarly, if you divided this pizza into 3 equal pieces. Okay, this is not looking like 3 equal pieces. Now, this pizza is divided among this and this 3 people. So this can be written as 1 by 3. So whatever is here is called numerator, whatever is here is called denominator. Numerator says how many things you have, and denominator says among how many people you are distributing it. If I say 2 by 5, you can imagine there were 2 mangoes distributed among 5 kids. If I say 7 by 12, that means you can think that okay, there were $7 distributed equally among 12 kids. If I say 50 over 2, I am saying there were 50 bananas and this was divided equally among 2 kids. Yeah? So here when you see a 2-story building, this is called fraction. This is first floor, this is second floor. What you have here is your numerator, whatever you have below is called denominator. Or you can think of this in other terms also. If I am saying 5 by 4, your first interpretation would be 5 candies divided among 4 kids. Or you can read it mathematically like this, 5 divided by 4. Same thing, everybody is clear? Now, I had a pizza, I distributed among 2 kids. So I split this into 2 equal halves. This is 1 half, Nandan, don't make sound. And this is also 1 half. This part is 1 half, this part is 1 half. When I add these 2 together, how much this becomes? This was 1 half, this was 1 half. When I add them together, it became 1. Yeah? Similarly. So this is just, I'm just giving a starting point. Okay, this has very little information compared to what you guys are going to learn. So you know that if I add 2 halves, it becomes 1. If I add 3 1/3, it becomes 1. If I add 4 1/4, that also becomes 1. But life is not going to be that easy. If I say add 1 half and 1/3, how much that would be? How will you add it? Yes, Pridhan. See, if I had 1/3 and 1/3, I will say this is 1/3 and 1/3. So 2/3. So that will be 2 by 3. But this here I have half, here I have 1/3. That is what I am trying to figure out. How much it will be? 2/3? No way.
wait, no.
Talk about this one.
Oh,
Yes, Ananya.
At a 5 to 6.
5, 6. Okay. How about Anika?
2/5.
2/5. Okay.
Oh, wait.
There is no airy man. If anybody is counting air, okay, it will be 1/5 or 2/9. I don't believe it.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll go 5, 6.
Okay. Praneeth, what did you get?
I love 5, 6.
5, 6. Dia?
I got 2, 5.
2/5. Pani?
I got 5, 6.
5, 6. Janab?
5, 6.
Okay. So Dia has done it. I heard your answer also. Now there are 2 ways you can do it. Okay? So Vedans, Anika, Pujit, Sani, everybody is here. There are 2 ways. When I'm trying to add half and 1/3. If I ask you add 1 apple and 1 banana, how many bananas you will have? I know you know it, that's why I'm not coming to you. If I have 1 apple and 1 banana, if I add them, how many bananas I will have?
1.
1. Ananya,
Repeat the problem.
I'm sorry?
You repeat the problem. I didn't hear it.
And I was saying that if I have 1 apple and 1 banana, if I add them, how many bananas I will have? So Vedant said
1 banana.
1 banana. Pani, what do you think?
1 apple.
So adding 1 apple and 1 banana, I'm asking how many bananas I have. Okay, so I'm not letting you guys answer it. Anika, you said how many bananas I'll have after adding 1 apple and 1 banana? I'll have only 1 banana, right? Because apple never turns into banana. I'm not a magician, I'm a mathematician. So I cannot convert a banana into apple. So like what Vedant said, you'll have only 1 banana. What I'm trying to say here is, I cannot add these 2 things. These 2 things are different. How you say different? Because you always compare. When you look at fractions, you always see whether my denominator is same or not. If I was talking about 1/2 plus 1/2, what I saw was my denominator was same. So I will say this became, I can put this common, say okay, 2 is denominator in both the places, and then you can add whatever you have in the numerator, 1 plus 1. So it became 1 plus 1, 2 divided by 2, which will be 1. So when you are adding 2 halves, it becomes 1. So your goal is always to make the denominator same. Vedant, you saying something? Where did Vedant go? Janab, you saying something? Hold it, but I'll give you guys enough to deal with, okay? Let me complete this one, I'll come back to you. Vedant, where are you? Okay. So here, when I'm trying to add these 2 numbers, my denominators are not same, so I cannot add this. First thing I will do is, I will try to make the denominator same. Anika, here we go. So here, okay? So you see that this one is 2 and this one is 3. Denominators are not matching, okay? So your first goal would be, how do I make the denominator same? Look at this one. This guy has 2, this guy has 3. So what you would want to do is, multiply this by 3, multiply this guy by this number and this guy by this number. So if you multiply by 3 here, you have to multiply by 3 here also. So that no, you are not changing the value. Similarly here, when you have 1 by 3, you multiply this guy by this number. So you multiply by this number and you can multiply by this number also. Now what's happening is, you have same denominator. Look at this. This became 1 into 3, 3 divided by 2 into 3, 6 plus 1 into 2 became 2 divided by 6. Now you have same denominator. So what you can do is, okay, if my denominator is same, I can combine them. So this became my denominator, and now I will just add the numbers I have here. So 3 plus 2. This became 5 over 6. Vidas, did that make sense or it did not?
It makes sense.
So I will repeat my story, okay? When I am trying to add two fractions, okay, I will look at the denominators. Do I have same denominator or not? If I don't have the same denominator, what I will do is I will multiply this guy by this number and this guy by this number. That's exactly what I did. This guy I multiplied by this number, and I multiplied this guy by this number. But I cannot just multiply here. If I am multiplying in the denominator, I have to multiply above also. So I multiplied here by 3, I multiplied here by 3, so that I am not changing the value. Okay? Because you guys would know, if I have 1 by 2, if I am multiplying by 3 here and multiplying by 3 here, that means it's the same value. I can do tic-tac-toe later on. It's the same value. It's 1 by 2 only. Okay? So, in the whole exercise, our only goal was to make sure that my denominators are matching. Once we got 2 into 3 is 6, 3 into 2 is 6. 1 into 3 gave me 3, 1 into 2 gave me 2. Now I have same denominator, I can combine them. And then 3 plus 2 became 5 by 6. Yeah? Now, look at second option. Anybody in the class who doesn't know what is LCM? You don't know?
I don't.
You know? Praneet, no, if you don't know, then you'll talk about it. I'm asking anybody in the class who doesn't know what is LCM.
What?
LCM, lowest common multiplier. Or least common multiplier.
No, it's not. Okay.
Okay, Pani, tell me. You don't know about LCM?
Yeah.
Okay, how about Vedans? You don't know about LCM? That's fine. Praneet, take that thing out of your mouth, brother. See, my only request to everybody is when you are in the class, you are dedicating your 1 hour for only doing math, okay? Only math. Don't do anything. If I am doing something here, I am teaching here, okay? And kids start dancing on the screen like this. It draws my attention, gets me distracted. Don't do that. Now let's come here. So LCM is called lowest common multiplier. I want everybody's attention here. What I was trying to do was add 1 by 2 and 1 by 3. One option was we multiply this by 3 and multiply this by 2 and above also to match the denominator. Let's say if I don't want to do that. What I can do is I can look at these two numbers and find out the lowest common multiplier. How will you do it? Whatever number you are trying to find out the LCM for, you put them here. This number, comma, second number. And then you start with the smallest number that can divide 1 or all of them. So I will start with 2. 2 1s are 2. 3 doesn't come in the table of 2, so I will leave 3 as 3. And our next number other than 1 or bigger than 1 is 3. So I will use 3. 1 remains 1, 3 1s are 3. So our goal is to get to a point where we have all 1s here. So once we get to that point, then we'll see what are the numbers we got. 2 and 3. 2 into 3. That is my LCM. This is called the lowest common multiplier. Why? Because now let's look at few numbers. 6, 12, 18, 24. Okay? 2 3s are 6. If I go to table of 2 3s are 6. And if I go to table of 3 2s are 6. Okay? I can get 6 in the table of 2 and 3 both. Similarly, if I look at 12, 2 times 6, 12. And if I look at the table of 3, 3 times 4 is 12. Nandan, can you focus on the board, please? I want everybody to pay attention, otherwise it looks like I'm talking to mosquitoes or cockroaches or maybe lizards or snakes. Do we have snakes in the class? No, right? We don't have. Okay. So here, yes, Sandy, you're saying something? Sorry, Pani. Pani, are you saying something, beta? Okay, let me complete my story. I'll come back to you guys, okay? So, I'm just looking at some numbers 6, 12, 18, and 24. 6 comes in the table of 2. 2 3s are 6. It also comes in the table of 3. 3 2s are 6. Similarly, if I look at 12, it comes in the table of 2. 2 times 6 is 12. 3 times 4 is 12. If I look at 18 also, it comes in the table of 2. 2 times 8 is 16. 3 times 6 is 18. Sorry, 2 times 9 is 18. And 3 times 6 is 18. Similarly, if I look at 24, 2 times 12 is 24 and 3 times 8 is 24. Here, when any number comes in the table of any number, you can say 6 is a multiplier of 2 or you can say 6 is a multiplier of 3. Similarly, 12 comes in the table of 2 and 3. You will say 12 is a multiplier of 2. 12 is a multiplier of 3. Because if you multiply 2 by something, you will get 12. If you multiply 3 by something, you will get 12. Similarly, 18 comes in the table of 2. You can say 18 is a multiplier of 2 or 18 is a multiplier of 3. 24 also comes in the table of 2 and 3. Meaning, you can say 24 is a multiplier of 2, 24 is a multiplier of 3. Okay? Meaning, when you multiply these numbers by something, you will get this. That is how 6, 12, 18 and 24 all are multipliers of 2 and 3. Yep.
I was about to say that all of them go into 6.
Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. So, Mustafa, welcome back and happy Ramadan. Okay? So, Pani, you are saying something. You raised your hand. Ask me what is the question. Dia, you have raised your hand. What is your question?
My camera is not working.
That's fine. That's okay. If anybody's camera is not working, it's okay. Okay. So, here, what I'm trying to say is 6, 12, 18, 24.
Sir,
Yes?
can you explain this now?
Okay.
The extra stuff, could you explain it again?
Yeah, sure, I will. Sure. Pani, you were saying something. Unmute and tell me what is the question. Pani, you have raised your hand up. I'm just asking, what is the question? No? Okay. Yeah, let me go back to this one. We were trying to find out 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3. Okay? We had one method where we could multiply this by 3 here, 3 here, 2 here, 2 here, and our denominator matched. And it was easy to add them. I am saying this is a second method where we can use LCM, lowest common multiplier or least common multiplier. That is the method that we are going to use. Okay? So we are just trying to figure out how do you find out the lowest common multiplier. So if we were trying to find out lowest common multiplier for 2 and 3, I put it here and I tried to figure out what is the smallest number that can divide one or all of them. So we said okay, 2. We picked up 2. 2 ones are 2. 3 doesn't come in the table of 2, so I wrote 3 as is. Now I'm looking at a number bigger than 1. So the biggest number I could think of was 3. So 1 remains 1, 3 ones are 3. That's what I wrote here. And this was my desired state. Meaning I will keep on doing this calculation till I get 1, 1 at the bottom. Once we get to that, you will look at these numbers and multiply them. This is your lowest common multiplier or least common multiplier. Does it make sense, Vidans, Ananya, everybody?
Yes.
Yes, dear. Okay. Now, I am kind of peeling off the onion. Okay. I am not a good cook, but I'm just trying to peel off the onion. Here, Anika, here we go. Now I'm trying to wrap my head around why this 6 is called lowest common multiplier. Okay? I'm saying that I have 6, 12, 18, 24. These are all numbers from the table of 6. And each number can be divided by 2 as well as 3. 6 can be divided by 2 or 3. So I can say 6 is a multiplier of 2 or 6 is a multiplier of 3. Similarly, 12 can be divided by 2 and 3 both. I can say 12 is a multiplier of 2, meaning you multiply 2 by something, you get 12. 12 is also a multiplier of 3. Similarly 18, similarly 24. Why this guy is the, among these numbers, this is the smallest number, which is a multiplier of 2 and 3. That's why it's called least common multiplier. Think of any number smaller than this, if that can be divided by 2 and 3 both. I'll give you $20 as a prize money.
Oh.
Think of any number smaller than 6, a whole number, a natural number smaller than 6 that can be divided by 2 and 3 both. No, you don't have it. That's why I'm betting on it. Why do you think I would be willing to waste $20? Yes, Praneet.
Those numbers are 3.
No.
3 can be divided by 2 into 1.5.
I said whole number. Don't try bluffing around this. Don't try defeating the whole concept. I said, give me a number that can be completely divided by 3. If I am talking about dividing 3 by 2, I am looking at a number that has no remainder. You know it very well. You are still just trying to prove something which is not right. Let's not. You are wasting time. Cut it out. Okay? Ananya is saying something? I am talking about dividing a number by another number simply means there is no remainder. I am not talking about decimals. Don't try to show that expertise without a reason. Okay? Otherwise LCM would not exist. Okay? Ananya, tell me what is the question we have here.
Could you repeat what you're saying?
Which part? 6, 12, 18, 24. All can be divided by 2 as well as by 3. Yeah? Meaning you multiply 2 by some number, you will get 6. You multiply 3 by some number, you will get 6. Similarly, you can multiply 2 by some number, you will get 12. You multiply 3 by some number, you will get 12. And this thing continues. So we can say 6, 12, 18 and 24 are multipliers of 2 and 3. Yeah? Which one is the least? 6. Among all these numbers, 6 is the smallest. I am saying you don't have to go for a treasure hunt to figure out these numbers. You have this method to find it out. I did not do all this magic. I just picked up the numbers and we could find out who is not able to hear me from the laptop. Buy a new laptop. Time to buy a new laptop. Okay, now, so Pani, there could be some problem with the speaker of the laptop. Try joining from another device, that might help. Okay? So Vedans, I will call your name a little more often today because this is your first class. But did you understand it better? Vedans, did you understand it? How do you find LCM?
No, it's good.
Okay. Now, I will come back to this fraction a little later. I want you guys to be very comfortable with LCM. Now look at this. I want to find out least common multiplier of 3, 2, 3, 4 and 5. I am saying find out the least common multiplier or LCM of these 4 numbers. Meaning I am saying find out the smallest number that can be divided by all these 4. How can you find it out? Same way, look at this. I will give you guys enough chance. I will start with the smallest number that can divide 1 or more of it. I'll probably start with 2. 2 1s are 2. 3 doesn't come in the table of 2. I will write it as is. I will not do 1.5 Pranit, okay? Don't use decimal without a reason. Now 4 comes in the table of 2. 2 2s are 4. 5 doesn't come in the table of 2. So I will write the number that doesn't come in the table, I will write them as is. Now I want to go to the next number bigger than 1. Again, my best number is 2. So 1 remains 1. 3 doesn't come in the table of 2, I will leave it. 2 1s are 2, I will write it. 5 also doesn't come in the table of 2. Done. Now I still have 3 and 5. So the next biggest number I can think of is 3. 1 remains 1, 3 1s are 3. 1 remains 1. 5 doesn't come in the table of 3. Leave it. We still have 5 left. That's the only number. So I'll put 5. 1 remains 1, 1 remains 1, 1 remains 1, 5 1s are 5. Once you have all ones here, you are done. What you will do is look at all these numbers, multiply them. 2 into 2 into 3 into 5. 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12, 12 5s are 60. This is the LCM of 2, 3, 4 and 5. What it means is, this is the smallest number that can be completely divided by all these numbers. If any of you find a number smaller than 60 that can be divided by all of these, $21 prize. Without decimal, without mixed number, don't fool around this, okay? Let's talk only business. I'm putting $21 of my hard-earned money at risk right now. Any the smallest possible number that can be divided by all these, without decimal, without fraction, without. Just here.
I don't.
What is that?
I don't.
Okay. Let's first understand why we are trying to find out LCM. LCM stands for least or lowest common multiplier. Meaning a number which is a multiplier of this, and this. Right now we are trying to find out the multiplier for 4 numbers, okay? Meaning the smallest number that can be divided by all these. And how do we find it out? So I'll repeat myself one more time. Anika, are you able to follow me, beta? Is it making sense or no? Not really. Not really. Let me repeat. I'll repeat it, okay?
Kinda makes sense.
Makes sense? Okay. So, whatever number, be it 2 numbers, 4 numbers, 20 numbers, doesn't matter. Put all the numbers here. And you will start with the smallest number that can divide 1 or all the numbers, or 1 or more of it. Ananya, you have raised your hand with that. Anything that you want to answer? Want me to answer before I continue?
I was just gonna ask what the question was.
Okay, I'll come back to the question. Okay, I'm putting a prize money here for you all. Let's see. So when I'm trying to find out the LCM of these 4 numbers, let's start with 2 numbers first. LCM of the 2 numbers. What is the smallest number that can be divided by 2 and 3 both? Meaning any number smaller than that, you will not be able to divide. Let's look at this. I will start with the smallest number which can divide 1 or more numbers. I'll start with 2. 2 1s are 2. 3 doesn't come in the table of 2. So if any number doesn't come in the table, you will write the number as is. Dia, is it making sense? So far? Yeah? No? Okay. Now, our goal is to get all ones at the bottom. So we still don't have all ones. We still have some more work to do. I will pick up the next biggest number, bigger than 1, that can divide the remaining number. So that is obviously 3. So 1 remains 1. I will not touch any number which has become 1 already. 3 1s are 3, so I will write 1. It's like you are dividing this number by this number. Okay? Now you have all ones here. Once you come to that point, you will say, okay, I'm done. So whatever you have on the left hand side, you will multiply them all. That became 2 3 is 6. This is your LCM for 2 and 3. That means this is the smallest number that can be divided by 2 as well as 3. Yeah? Now, what will happen if I put 2, 3 and 4? I am trying to find out the LCM for 2, 3 and 4, meaning the smallest number that can be divided by 2, 3 and 4. Okay? Vedants, getting stressed out or thinking about it? Vedants, okay so far?
Don't get it.
You don't get it?
I
So,
get it.
who is not getting it? Yes, Ananya.
I don't get it.
You don't get it?
Yeah.
I want to know where the problem is.
I don't stand like.
Okay, now let's do a cross question here. That will clear a lot of dust. Tell me what is LCM first. What is your understanding of LCM? And it's a question to Ananya. Don't raise it. People don't have to raise hand. It's a question to Ananya only. Yes. Tell me what is the LCM? Ananya, unmute yourself.
It needs the common denominator.
M. How come denominator for M? LCM.
Oh, sorry. This common
Multiplier. Okay?
because when I went to school, it was the least common number.
Doesn't matter.
LCM.
Hands down. Okay, so again, I would not let everybody talk unless there's a reason. Put your hands down. I know you know it already. You're raising your hand to impress everybody. I'll not let you do that. It's only my turn to impress everybody. Okay, so Ananya here, hear me out. Okay, we are trying to find out the least common multiplier. Keep everything aside. If I want to know about the relationship between 2 and 6. 6 is a multiplier of 2. If I multiply 2 by some number, I'll get 6. Yeah? Right, Nanya? Is 14 a multiplier of 7?
Yes.
Right? So,
Yeah.
it's a question to Ananya. I don't want everybody to answer it, okay? I'm just trying to make sure that we are getting it right. So, we know what is a multiplier, okay? Now, if I look at 5, 10, 15, 20, are these numbers multiplier of 5?
Yes.
Right? Among all these numbers, which is the lowest multiplier? 5, 10, 15, 20? 5?
5.
Yeah? Now let's look at 8. 8 is a so 8 is a multiplier of 4, 8 is a multiplier of 2 also. Right? Yeah? If I go to 16, 16 is also a multiplier of 2 as well as 8. Yeah? 2 and 4 both. Now, between 8 and 16, which one is the least? 8 obviously, that is the smallest. That is what we are trying to find out using this. If you have two numbers and you are trying to find out the smallest number, that is a multiplier of both the numbers. If I have 3 numbers, you are trying to find out the smallest number, that is multiplier of all the 3 numbers. Yeah? Does it make sense? So when you are trying to find out the LCM, your goal is to find out the smallest number, that is the multiplier of all the numbers that you are talking about. Yeah? Vedants, does it make sense or not really? Make sense?
It makes sense.
Okay. So now please don't ask me. I'll be super sad if I hear that I don't know what is LCM. Okay? So at least what is a multiplier? Multiplier is something that you get by multiplying a number. Okay? We are trying to find out how to find out the LCM. How to find out LCM of 2 numbers, 3 numbers, 4 numbers, 20 numbers, whatever it be. This is the simplest method. I am trying to find out the smallest number that can be divided by 2 and 3 both, or that is a multiplier of 2 and 3 both. Okay? I will start with the smallest number that can divide 1 or most of it. So here, I will go with 2. Mostly we start with 2. We don't include 1. Okay. So 2, I am looking at this number now. How many times does this number come in the table of 2? Yes, it does. By how many times? 2, 1 are 2. Okay, done. Then I go to the next number. Does 3 come in the table of 2? No, it does not. I will just leave the number as is. Okay. Now, apart from 1, what is my biggest number? 3. That means I can put a 3 here. 1 I will not touch ever. Once I have got 1, I will leave it there. And then, how many times of 3 will give me a 3? 3 1s are 3. All done. Everything is 1 here. And I have to stop here. So that is when I will look at these numbers, multiply them. This became my lowest common multiplier. The lowest number that can be multiplied, but that is a multiplier of this and this both. Okay. Now let's come to this situation. Same thing here. I will look at the smallest number that can divide 1 or all of them. I will start with 2. Mostly we start with 2. 2 comes in the table of 2, 2 1s are 2. 3 doesn't come in the table of 2, I will write it as is. But 4 does, 2 2s are 4. I have already got 1, 1. I want 2 more 1s. So I will pick the next smallest number, which is 2. 1 I will not touch, 3 doesn't come in the table of 2. So whichever number you are putting, you have to check this number doesn't come in the table of that number. So 3 doesn't come in the table of 2, I will write it as is. But this 2 does. 2 1s are 2, so I am writing 2. So I have got 2 1s now, only 1 3 is remaining. I can put a 3 here. I will not touch 1. 3 comes in the table of 3 obviously. 3 1s are 3. 1 remains 1. Once I have all 1s here, I will stop and multiply these numbers. 2 into 2 into 3. That is 2 2s are 4 times 3 12. This is my LCM, lowest common multiplier or least common multiplier, or the smallest number that is a multiplier of this, this and this. 2 times 6 12, 3 times 4 12, 4 times 3 12. If anybody in the class finds a number smaller than 12, which is a multiplier of 2, 3 and 4, I will give you $101. It has to be a natural number. Don't tell me 7.5 is a multiplier of 2, 3 and 4.
So, you'll give us how much money if we solve?
$101. I'm saying if you find any number smaller than 12, which is a multiplier of 2, 3 and 4, because I'm saying this is the least common multiplier. So I am actually challenging you guys that by doing whatever we have done so far, if I found this is the lowest common multiplier, if you find a number smaller than this, that is a multiplier of 2, 3 and 4, you will get $100 as a prize money. Yeah, Pradeep, don't give me fraction. Otherwise you will have to give me $101. What is that?
I give up.
You gave up. And I was not happy when my kids gave up. I was just telling you that this tells you, this actually helps you find out. Yes?
There's nothing else.
Yeah.
I got 24.
I said this is the lowest common multiplier. You have to give me a number smaller than this. So if you got 24, that proves that this is the lowest. Okay? Again, money, I don't talk about money with you guys. I was just creating some excitement that these theories, these concepts that we learn has some merit to it. Okay? Now, I will just do one problem, one more LCM, and then we'll go back to fraction addition. And I'll show you why it is important. Now, let's say I'm trying to find out LCM for 2, 3, 5, 7, 8. All these numbers. What will I do? Same old method. Start with the smallest number. I will start with the 2 because I already see a 2. And I see a lot of even numbers here also. So I start with 2. 2 1s are 2. 3 doesn't come in the table of 2. 5 doesn't come in the table of 2. 7 doesn't come in the table of 2. 8 does. 2 4s are 8. Now, the next smallest number that I can think of is 3. So I'll put a 3 here. 1 remains 1. 3 1s are 3. 5 doesn't come in the table of 3. 7 also doesn't come in the table of 3. 4 also doesn't come in the table of 3. Now, again, the next smallest number is 4. So 1 1. 5 doesn't come in the table of 4, 7 doesn't come in the table of 4, 4 1s are 4. Then next time I'll go to 5. 1 1, 5 1s are 5, 7 doesn't come in the table of 5, 1. Now next is 7. 1 1 1, 7 1s are 7, 1. So what I have is 2 3 4 5 7. 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 into 7. This is 2 3 are 6. 4 5 are 20 into 7. So this became 6 into 140. That is 840. So what I'm saying is, this is the smallest number that is a multiplier of this, and this. Yes, Mr. Mustafa.
I got 10,080.
Because you multiplied them all. You did not have to. That is not the lowest common multiplier. I got a number smaller than that. That means yours is not the LCM right now.
Alright.
Yeah. So here, the whole idea is to make the number smaller, find out the lowest common multiplier. Now let me go back to why we were trying to find it out. But before I do so, Vedans, Ananya, Sarvi, Pujit, Mustafa, Zainab, everybody clear, right? Can I assume everybody is clear?
Yes. I don't understand.
What is that?
I don't understand. Can you re-explain it?
What is that?
I don't understand. Can you re-explain it?
No, I will not. I have explained this 3 times already. Now, whoever has not understood it, my request to you would be watch the video of the class and do it by yourself, okay? Me explaining it 10 more times might not actually solve the problem, okay? Yeah. So, Mustafa, again, I'm not trying to be rude with that, okay? I'm just telling that now, after explaining 4 times, if you did not understand it, there is one magic wand, and that is by practicing it. When you try doing it after watching the video, it will clear the dust, okay? And if it doesn't, I'm not going anywhere, don't worry about it. Yeah? I just want everybody in the class to get their hands dirty. Now, why was I trying to bother you guys? When we were trying to add these two fractions, we tried matching the denominator, we added them. Let me make your life a little miserable. What will you multiply with whom? Yeah? This is where the LCM thing helps. If I want to make it even more interesting, 1 by 14, I have a minus also here. I am trying to do fraction, addition, subtraction, the same problem. 4 fractions. Whom you will multiply with whom? The magic trick is simple. Look at, when you see your denominators are different, find out the LCM of all the denominators. 2, 3, 7. Let me not put this one for now, okay? Let me do till this one, okay? 2 addition, 1 subtraction, okay? So let's find out 2, 3. Look at all the denominators, they are different. So I will find out the LCM for this. So I start with 2, 2 1s are 2, 3 doesn't come in the table of 2. And 7 doesn't come in the table of 2 either. Next number is 3, 1 remains 1, 3 1s are 3, 7 doesn't come in the table of 3, leave it. Next biggest number apart from 1 is 7. I'll go to 7, 1 remains 1, 1 remains 1, 7 1s are 7. Now I have all 1s. So my LCM is 2 times 3 times 7. 2 times 3 is 6, 6 times 7 is 42. So I got my LCM as 42. I will put 42. Okay. Now I will look at this one. First number. Look at. Let's put everything in a bracket. Okay. How many times sub 2 will give me 42? 21. Multiply that by whatever you have in the numerator. You have a 1. This is one bracket. This number is done. Then you come to the next sign. You have plus sign. Put a plus. And it's only for addition and subtraction. Don't do it for multiplication division. Okay. Now I come to this one. Again put a bracket here so that we can isolate this whole thing in a bracket. How many times of 3 will give me 42? 14 times 3, 42. Okay. 14 into, what is the numerator? 1. Minus, again put a bracket here. And some of you must be thinking, I don't know the table of 14, I don't know the table of 21. That's what some of you must be stressing about. I will tell you guys what is the trick there. Come here. How many times of 7 will give me 42? 7 6 are 42. So I'll write a 6. Multiply that with whatever I have in the numerator. That is 2. Now time to simplify this. 42 remains 42. 21 times 1 is 21. Then I have a plus. 14 times 1 is 14. Minus 6 times 2 is 12. Mr. Vivan. Okay, your class will start in a minute. Okay, I was just getting a little carried away here with these kids. Just give 2 minutes. You will add these two. That became 35. Minus 12 is 23. So add all the positive numbers, subtract this one. This is what was your answer. This is what will be your answer. But what is the method to the madness? Here, this 42 was nothing but 2 into 3 into 7. That is how we had got the LCM. You keep everything here. When you look at this number, 2 is already there, 3 into 7 is 21. When you look at this number, 3 is already here, 2 into 7, 14. That's what you get here. When you look at this one, 2 into 3, 6 is what gets here. So, you have to, so basically LCM helps us to add multiple fractions or subtract multiple fractions together using one method. We will practice a little bit more in the next class. I want you guys to get your hands dirty as mine. Okay? And then we will meet in the next class and clear a lot of dust. Is that okay? Alright. Have fun. See you guys day after tomorrow. Same time. Bye bye. Bye bye.